Hello, my lovelies. My table is an abysmal disgrace. Let me just do you a little pan and you'll see what I mean. It is just all over the place. I started a new project and I did not finish tidying up after my other ones. So I thought I would sit here with you and just do a quick tidy up, and then I can show you what I've started working on in the last day or so. It is just, like I said, all over the place. Okay, let's just put this to one side because I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going with this. So I'll just pop that over on another little area that is clean. And let's get some of this stuff put away so that I can see where I am up to. Forgive this little bit of organizational thing, but I figured if I do it with you, then I'm likely to get it done, as if I can't do it on my own. But it's just lovely having company and chatting away to you while I'm sorting this mess out. Oh, I yelled, sorry. My apologies, my dears. I've got my Kinderglitz all over the place. I've got bits of paper everywhere that don't belong anywhere. I'm not going to save that, so it can go in the bin straight away, that little heart. I can use that somewhere, so that can go back up there. This little piece of paper, I did cut that out to put an office clip in and changed my mind. I can still use that to put something like this on the front of, though. I can square that off. Yep, okay, so I'll keep that handy. A double-sided tape. This all goes with the project I'm working on, as does that and that. Let's put them together so that I've got things a little bit neater. This table of mine is just an absolute pigsty. Absolute pigsty. And I only showed you a little bit of it. Oh, there goes my stapler. I will pick that up later because I'm not going to get down onto my hands and knees right now. Not that I can do that, but it's an easy get, but not while I'm on with you folks. I don't want to put that into any journal, so that can get torn and go in the bin. If I tear it up, it means I'm not going to rescue it from the bin. That's my understanding now. I've got to put my double-sided tape away. Where? Where? Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'll just put it there for now. Okay, what have I got here? Little envelopes. I've got a couple of really little ones, and I felt like they had something inside. No, they're just super good quality. Okay, and what's that? That's more of those envelopes. So they can go over there with other envelopes. Little pieces of paper that I rescued from somewhere. This is lovely texture stuff. It's almost like a handmade paper. What's that? A piece of a sticker of some sort. Okay. Yeah, and now it's stuck to me. Oh, yay. Don't you love it when things do that? As I was saying, this feels, it's got the spiderweb type effect on one side and it's smooth on the other. That's the reason I saved those pieces, so I could use them in journals. And these are lovely. I don't know if you can see them, but they're shimmer paper, and I cut them out of one big sheet. I think I might have been going to do 20s with them. Are they 2-inch? No, they're over 2-inch. So now I don't know what I was going to do with them, but I will still use them. I will, however, put them into a little baggie, and they can sit over with the other bits and pieces that I'm hoarding all over the place. At least that will, well, that'll keep the little ones clean, not the bigger one. That's okay. Now, that can be used as washi. That can be a border. Those can be borders. That can be a border. That is coffee dyed paper. That can go in there too. That's my glue eraser. Black cardboard I can use in that project as well. I think I will scoop all of these into there. And my little post-it notes. I can sit over there where I can find them. 1/2-inch punch is okay. Super fine double-sided tape. I won't use that immediately. I'll put that in the bag with the big ones that I've just bought. So at least I know my double-sided tape is together when I'm not using it. Because these are my 2 currents. I've got a 1/2-inch and a 1/4 inch. Those I use all the time. And I was looking for my mounting tape and it was sitting underneath my stamp press. Wouldn't you know? A sticker backer. That can go into the bin as well. Oh, I feel so much better just having thrown those few little bits of rubbish out and sorted a couple of little things. That is awesome. Now I've got a couple of little round bits here that I cut out that I can use in Mega Junk. That lovely, that's a little corner for, that's a leftover of a napkin that I can use in Mega Junk as well. Those 2 little quilled things I can throw in the bin. I was just messing around with normal copy paper, just quilling, just messing. Okay, now I will put that back over there underneath my, now that I can see over in that part, over there, I can actually leave things where I put them, which is cool. Okay, now that is out of season. I can't put that in because of the foreign languages. I can't understand. I think it says Merry Christmas or Silent Night or something like that. But I can't use that, and that's the wrong season. Oh, it's not the wrong season for us here. Cherries, sunflower gardening, peaches, flower seeds, sun hats, honeybees, berries. No, that's still our Christmassy type season, so I can use that in there too. Okay, that I can't use. Oh, I do feel so much better now that I've just done that little bit of sorting. This paper I can put into my holder on the back of the table. So I know that that is tidy. That can go away because I'm not using that at the moment. Slide it down in there, that's good. Can sit there. Little butterflies, they don't need to be on the table at the moment. But, you never know when you're going to need a butterfly, right? Right. It's a half-made pocket. Oh, that's for that seasonal book as well. Woohoo! I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I've got a little bit of tidy space here. This is so good. It's amazing how just 5 minutes can sort out a mess. Oh, that's my bookmark. I saw this bit and I thought, what's that? It's my bookmark. That little flower, I can always cut more of those out. Oh, this is wonderful. I'm just going to move this forward a little bit so that it's not hanging over the edge of my table. And I will be happy. Happy, happy, happy. Woohoo, look at me go. Just pop that underneath that container so it'll hold the corner down. Because these mats are really wonderful, these barbecue type things. You know, they're heat resistant, they're silicone, etc., etc. But they will curl on the corners. Look at this one. It's just curling all on its own. It just curls over. It's frustrating. But having said that, now I can show you what I started on. I can put this to one side and know exactly what's in it. Well, not exactly, but close enough. If you don't tell, I won't. Okay, it's my favourite flower stamp, my eraser, little bit of ribbon, which I'm using. I've had this ribbon for I don't know how many years, and I am finally coming to the end of it. And I think when I take that tiny little bit of sticky tape off, that ribbon is going to be, is it sticky? No. Okay, that's good. Because this little bit I'm going to throw straight into the bin because I no longer need it. It is amazing how far you can make 1 meter of little ribbon like that go. Now let me bring in that workboard with this book thing on it and all the other bits and pieces, and I'll show you what I've been doing for the last day. Last few days actually, since about Tuesday I started this. Today is Friday, yeah, the 8th. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, 8, 7, 6. On the 5th I started this, and today is the 8th, so it's been 3 days, 3.5 days. I was talking to a friend who was here on Monday, and I had just discovered a beautiful big pile of Christmas napkins. And I said to her, now I have to make something to do with Christmas. She said, what are you going to do? I said, I'll probably make a journal. I could give it to you, just for December come Christmas time. Oh, yes, you could to it, that, she said. So guess what she's going to get when this is done. Now, I have got so far, I have put into order some pages, and I'll show you what I've done. This is a napkin that I have glued onto here with, did I use a glue stick? Yes, I did use a glue stick. I've got some stickers for Christmas ones out of my stash, and I've put them on here, the Happy Christmas and 2 borders, and it's on coffee dyed paper. On the other side of it, I've put a piece of scrap paper from over here. This is a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, and I had a little piece left over, so I put that there with a green border. This is no more scrapbook paper. My poinsettias were from I haven't had to buy anything for this so far. It's rather good. I'm using my stash. So this is coffee dyed paper. This is scrapbook paper. And all I've done with it is put a serviette on it, or a napkin, with some little stars and flower stickers. And I thought if I cut a couple of decent sized mats, the lady could put photographs in there. All through this book, I'm going to make little prompts on tags or paper clips or anything like that, or something like that, and so that she's going to know. I don't think she's a journaler. So if I've got this page with lined paper, and I've got a clip here. On the back of the clip is another 2 pages. Let me take this out, and it says, your prompt for 2 pages is what I love about Christmas. And I had these beautiful deep red heart borders that I thought they could go onto here, and that would be her prompt. So all the way through this little journal, I'm going to have prompts like that for her to hopefully use and take advantage of. This was a serviette, one of the small ones. I don't know what size you call them, but they're only this big. They did have a little more border on it there, but I cut that off. So that is a napkin. This is a napkin, and I've just put it onto coffee dyed paper with a little piece of the ribbon. A nice pretty red border here, and the hearts there, a little bit of a sticker thing here. That was on the edge of the paper. You know how you get those borders and banners on your 12 by 12s? I cut most of those off, and I use, and that's the other half of that thing. Merry Christmas, Joyeux Noël, and Feliz Navidad. There you go, it's Merry Christmas. And I made a little card in here. I've stamped, I've stickered, I've stamped again, close it up, and that's a replica of one of our Aussie stamps from 1959. That's one of the most common ones I can ever remember as a kid saving. Gorgeous, love it. I've used my fancy scissors, which I have just put away. Look at that. Know where they are, put them away. Yay! I like this tidying up my table. I'm going to have to do more of it later on. And over here, I don't know if you can see it clearly in the camera or not, there is a beautiful big sticker, and it's the shape of Christmas bells, ribbons, and holly with some like lead light, or lead, is it lead light glassing? I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But it is just a pretty thing, and I should have put it onto a white background before I put it onto here, but I didn't, so it's going to stay as it is. Okay, turning the page, not much done yet. This is going to be a pocket, and I'm going to make a photo card to go in here with another fancy frame, mat, whatever you call them, mats, and that can be photo storage. I'll put something in there as well. This is just a raw beginning that I have not done very much in, but considering that I've done 3 days worth of work, you wouldn't think I've done much. It's a scrapbook paper. Now this, when I've done my signatures, sewn them all in, this will be a pocket, and in it I'm going to have several of these size cards. And I've got another little prompt here, recipe card for you to write a favorite Christmas recipe. Don't forget the secret ingredient. So that's a napkin on lined paper. I could make that stronger, and I will make the next one stronger, but they'll all be that size, so they're just going to peek out or peep out of the pocket. I will put another clip on there, so that a decent clip. When I say decent clip, the gold ones are very nice, but they're not as nice as the altered ones where you've got covering over the clips. But that's just to let me know that that's sitting in there. So that's going to be a center pocket. You won't see the stitching for the signature when that's in there. This is a little scrap I had left over, a postcard that I had from another kit, but it's got the lovely cherries and berries and stuff on it, so I thought it can go in there. And replica stamps. More coffee dyed paper, more exercise book, which I will decorate. And this is how I can make that ribbon stretch so much further, because I only need, you know, about that much. I've still got another half a dozen uses on that one doing this sort of thing. So as I said, this is just the beginnings. That's the other side of that one. And I cut out some of the paper that I had just sitting around. I think there was enough to cover one sheet of paper, and I had a little bit left over. So the other side of the little napkin is there. So that was a double-sided. You had the rest of the people over here watching the Christmas tree being decorated. And I haven't done any glitter in there yet. I'm going to have this blinged out with glitter and lace and all sorts of things by the time I'm finished. And I have not yet done a cover. But this is the back page, or so far, the last page that will be in the book. And what I've done is made little gift tags that are that size. I think they're about 2 and a bit inches, 2.5, something like that. Yeah, 2.5 by 2.5. That's right, because it was 5 inches long by 2.5 wide, and then I folded it in halves. Put something on the front, some sticker and another greeting, and on the inside it's Christmas in the Heart that puts Christmas in the air, and then to and from with the tree and the words. And I've done 16 of these. I'll just quickly lift them through. Let's see if I can make this a bit easier for myself here. I've gone ahead and I've glittered all of the little cards that I've put on the front just by using my Kindy Glitz, the Crystalina, and I used a little paintbrush and just coated it over, and that it just gives them that little bit of shine. It's quite pretty. I've even been using the remnants of my stickers, so, you know, I'm using everything I've got. The only thing I'm going to have to buy for this is glue, and that's no big issue. These are very faint, but that's the way they were printed on the scrapbook paper that I cut them from. It just lends an old world air to them. And they all have the same things inside. 2 nutcrackers. So it's not like I've been sitting here doing nothing for the last 3 days. I have been working. And these, when I've put a little bit of ribbon through one side of the hole, I intend to put into the journal, because this is a belly band. So when she's going through discovering what she's actually got, why is that not going up there? That's better. Oh, there's another red one under there. That's why it's not going under, because it's only made for 8, not 9. So they can sit like that when the book is done. But at the moment, they're a little bit in the way. When I'm working on it, they get stuck on things, and I don't want them to get torn and hurt. So I'm just keeping them together with one of my big, beautiful clips sitting to one side, and they can stay like that. The other things that I've done towards working on this journal, I have made a few, well, the postcards, all I had to do was cut out, but I've put a little slit in them, put a ribbon, and I've put some of the glitter glue around the edge. I've also made another clip, and I've only just glitter glued one side. But there you go. Oops, wrong way, sorry. So this can go on one of the recipe pages because she's serving up a sticky pudding. And the stamp replica's on the other side. And this was a little scrap of paper, and I thought, right, I'm going to cut some of the bigger scraps out, and I'm going to turn that into just a little card. It can sit in the journal, it can be a tuck spot, it can do whatever I need it to do. And I had this lovely big piece of paper, and I thought, right, I've got some snowflakes decreasing in size, stars, dots, Happy Christmas. I will laminate that, put a hole in it, some ribbon, and it'll be good to go. Now over here, I found this piece of card, and I thought, what can I do with it? I could make it into a photo mat, or I could make individual embellishments. So I stamped the saying, being together is the best gift of all, and the tree. And I've got 4. I can either use them as big gift tags like that, or I can use them as tuck spots or pockets in the journal. I haven't yet worked out what I'm going to do with that, so that's on the standby. Now this, I've got die cut nested shape or nest shape out of this. I'm going to use my Nestabilities, cut a pattern, and I'll put that on the front. And then I will put the Christmas stocking with bows and holly. I'll put that on the front there like that. And on the inside, I will cut slightly larger shapes of the one that I've got on the front for here and here. And they can be, and also on the back, they can be for photographs to sit inside of or sit on top of. So that is something I've got in the planning stages. Haven't gone very far with that. But that was only this morning's episode. No, the brain's been thinking, it's been doing, but it hasn't always been doing a whole lot. Now these I found in my stash. I don't know how long I've had them. I don't know where they came from, but I thought they'd look really great on the front of the book. I can make a cluster of the little poinsettias. I can make a cluster of the snowflakes. But look what I've also got here. They're the little tags. So this whole packaging is recyclable and reusable. Let me just undo it. I honestly cannot remember where this came from. I have a feeling it was Crafty Arena. I normally write where things come from. Oh, that's on acetate. And if I cut those cards out along where they show the scissors, I get this lovely backing. Oh, you beauty. That's rather cool. I like that. Uh-oh. Not very sticky anymore. So that means, oh, I can take those off and I can adhere them straight away. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because they're already 3D enough. Look how thick they are. They're wonderful. I don't need them to be that thick. That was a little pad. It stuck. I had enough sticky to stick to my finger, but not enough sticky to stick on the paper. Does that make sense? Can you explain it to me, please? Because I've just lost my mind. It went tatas. It went into hiding, just like my fingers are doing here. What is going on here? I'll pop you in there, my love, so I don't lose you. Okay, so that is what I am going to use on the front. And what I'm going to do is take this card out of the packet. This is one I made a little while ago. And I thought what I could do is a little bit of cheat stuff here. I don't need the envelope, but what I've got is this gorgeous photograph of Santa. Shh, and he's winking. I thought if I cut that along the middle card, the middle of the card, I'm going to take that piece off. So I'm just left with this piece here. That would look absolutely gorgeous as the front of this size journal. Do you think that would look lovely? I do. And I've got some beautiful dark green. Now, I think I've used some of them in here. Let me show you. This color green. They are beautiful. Let me see if I can find the leaves that I used this morning. I know I put some in here. It's just a matter of finding them. Oh, come on. Be nice. Show up. Where are you? Oh, sure I used them in here. Oh, is that... Well, I used a couple in here. The little one's here and that one, and I've got another small one there and here. But I've got big clusters of them. And I thought for the scent at the beginning, the front cover. That's what the front cover. I got it. If I put that there, and I have these beautiful green clusters of stickers coming around here, I can make a little gang of these things for in the center with some green leaves on the edge. And I thought that would look absolutely gorgeous with some lace. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing the way my brain works. Sometimes it's not very efficient, as you've seen. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear me. With that, my lovelies, I'm going to leave you to worry about where my brain has gone. Don't worry too much. It'll come back in a minute. Now I've got the giggles again. Oh, how silly me. I do this to myself quite often. I think of something and I start laughing and I can't stop laughing, and it's ridiculous. Because there's only me. Why am I making myself laugh? Because if I don't, nobody else can, because there's nobody here but me at the minute. So I'm going to love and leave you. I will catch up with you in the next video. Stay strong, stay safe, keep crafting, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye, my loves.